Phobos might have the worst reputation out of any extreme demon. So Beanie, why would you want to play this? Well, it's because I hate myself, but that's not the only reason. Just give me a minute of your time.
The feeling of beating a level that was previously considered not only impossible but the hardest level in the game is something you can't really describe. It's not really like a regular extreme demon, and I have actually experienced this a couple of times before. However, that doesn't mean I don't want to do it again, and what better way to do it with Phobos? Well, there's actually a lot of better levels that are harder than Phobos that I could have done, but low-key I felt super washed lately, so I kind of need something easy to get into, and that leads me on to my next point. I actually already have progress on this level. I've been playing this game for a decade now, so of course I've played Phobos, but apparently I got 62% over 5 years ago. No idea where that came from, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I remember going live and streaming it, but as for where it came from, your guess is as good as mine. It just happened one day, I guess. But having progress wasn't the only reason I wanted to come back to it, because literally everyone I know says the level is objectively horseshit, and they're not wrong, but I needed to find that out for myself in the 2026 version of me. Welcome to the table of discussion about how terrible Phobos is. Don't get me wrong, the 12 UFO isn't exactly the best piece of gameplay, but I actually found it really consistent. The only annoying thing was either dying here at the start because I clicked too early like an idiot, or just dying to this click because for some reason it's really awkwardly structured. I don't really understand it. It just kind of works sometimes. Something else that was hard, but only really because it was awkward, was this swoop down at 25 and then the wave following it. I don't really know why, but I always died here, even though it didn't feel that hard in practice. Something I didn't understand about Phobos though is everyone cries about Eye Blade, but it's actually not that hard. You just hold into this portal, and as long as you don't hold into it too low, it's not that bad. The only times I did die there is because I went inside the saw blade like this.
I went so inside that saw blade, I might as well have made it pregnant.
But in terms of the second half, things are completely different, and it's genuinely, I don't understand how he kept this in the level. It's so bad, because you're immediately met with the ship part that isn't really that hard, but it's very momentum based, so if you get it slightly wrong, you're just kind of cooked. And something that makes this even worse is if you go too high, this can happen. And if you go too low, this can happen.
Wow, fuck me, I guess.
The best way I can describe this entire section is it's tough, but it's not tough. If you know, you know. And also this wave part was really weird. I don't really know why, to be honest, because like, it's not that bad. It's as open as you're now. But I still somehow managed to die here a couple times a session. I don't know, bro. I guess I'm just bad at wave or something. However, the next part is where the problem is truly bad. And it's the reason why I dropped the level for like, 6 years. 7 years, I'm sorry. And that's the 55 duel. It's not actually the duel part itself. The duel part itself is fine. It's the transition. And I genuinely think whoever was making it was high on like the marijuanas, kets, elephant toothpaste, like all of that stuff. Like, I don't know how they made it. If you go too high into it, you die. And if you go in too low into it, you die. I'm not even trolling, right? Back in the day when I played this level, I would have been more likely to go through airport security with illegal snakes up my ass than to go through this transition. It was genuinely just the most worst thing I've ever played. The most worst. Sick. But yeah, that kind of sums up how bad this transition is. And after this, the level just turned into a ship challenge until the final quarter. And honestly, like, it's not hard enough to where you should die there, but I still died here like 10 times. But I didn't die to the hardest part. Like, the hardest part is this thing at 69. You do this weird blind transition and you have to go like, but for some reason I never died here. At 65 basically there's this speed bump thing where you have to go just over this saw blade and go low into the UFO so you can jump. But I died there like 4 times from 0. It wasn't great. I also died to this straight flight at 72 twice from 0. I have no idea how.
No way I just died to the most like... Bro, how have I...
But yeah, honestly, this part was not troublesome at all. I'm just a bit stupid from 0, I guess. KrmaL's part is up next. KrmaL, caveman part that looks like it literally came straight out of the recent tab. It's not hard, by the way. I still died here a billion times, though. Look at this.
I swear that click's normally a buffer. I'm just fucking like, there is a big dent in my head right now. Yeah, I thought I died. Fuck, bro. Yeah, let me just buffer this up like a... What? We're just adding another death to the, like, lists of deaths that shouldn't have happened. Like, what the...
Genuinely, the only hard part of this entire section is this last click here, or here, or here. I don't know where it is. And next up is Woogie's part, and that part's low-key ass. Turns out it's not actually fully Woogie. I don't know who else made it. I can put it on the screen here, and you can see. This part's fully alignment-based, which is why I died to this double click from 0, which is the only hard part in the UFO.
fuck. Yeah, that UFO's hard. Can't really complain about it.
Yeah, honestly, this UFO part feels really satisfying to pull off, but why are you forced to do a double click, and why is it impossible if you don't do the right alignment or right click button before? Once you pass this UFO, you're in the final section of the level that should kill you. Well, unless you're Vortrox, obviously. I don't know why everyone complains about this, really. If you land on this platform and just click at the second half of it and hold, you make it onto the line and there's no problem whatsoever. That made this part so trivial, but that didn't stop me from being an absolute donkey from zero and doing this.
Oh, bro, I've never died like that in my entire life.
Yeah, I wasn't proud of that one. Which, again, leads us on to the last part of the level, and I would have actually been so rage baited if I died at this part, especially at 92. The amount of people that told me at stream that I was going to die in 92. Haha! Although the day I beat it, I was overthinking this ship a lot. Not because of 92, it was 93. I was dying to this one spike here, and I also managed to pull off this in a run.
Bro, I'm like overthinking this ship like crazy now. Bro!
It was only from 79, but this is the most terrifying death I've ever seen. Luckily, I didn't do that, because I would have probably quit the game if I did. So yeah, that's Phobos. Objectively pretty dog water, but realistically, it was playable enough for me to beat it, which I'm actually going to show now.
Trying to beat Wave Trip, how should I tackle it? I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even like try it myself, so I don't really know. I don't have to attack like that. I guess just learn it to start off with. If you need to do runs, do runs. You kind of approach it like any level, really. No clip accuracy is probably good for it, because it's a wave only level. It's like Death Factory. Let's go, bro. Fucking hell. First Extreme of 2026, bro. Let's go. Finally beat Phobos, bro. This has been a long time coming. You have completed one of the hardest mega collabs in GD. Shaking like crazy, bro. Epic games, bro. Yeah, these attempts are not accurate at all. I've had so many old attempts. About 1,000 new attempts, but I probably got at least 20, 30k total. Like, let's be honest, bro. Awesome, bro. Honestly, to summarize Phobos in, like, not too long.
I need to give my opinion on Phobos now. I can put it here. Aha, I'm behind my setup now. Isn't that crazy? This is probably the worst lighting of all time, but you know what? You're gonna have to deal with it. Actually, wait, hold on. I can fix it. So, in the end, was Phobos really that bad? It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way worse than it was. Coming back to it, I was expecting the 56 transition to be the worst thing I've ever played in my entire life, and it actually wasn't. I got really consistent at it, as I said earlier. The gameplay itself wasn't that fun, but it was fun to stream. It was fun to hang out with you lot. So basically, this video should be telling you, if a level seems bad, play it and find out. Don't just go with everyone's opinions, because at the end of the day, you can find something that you really enjoy. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Speak to you all again very, very soon. Peace out, everyone. Have an awesome day. Yo, that was kind of tough, bro.